Okay, welcome to video number 3 about the STOR strategy. In the last video, we saw a calculator strategy as a way of making our lives simpler, and you can see this expression right here was what we put in. We got out a magic number of 12, and we were able to match it up with an answer choice, the number 12. So if you watched that video, in the last one, I said that I was going to do a video about using 2 letters. But instead, I've changed my mind, and I'd really like to give you a chance to practice just this basic strategy. And then that way, when we get to the 2 variable video, which will come, you'll be more ready. So this video is going to be practice for STOR. Okay, so today we're practicing STOR. There we go. All right, and here's the practice question. So I'll give you a sample question. What, or actually I should say which expression is equivalent to, let's do 5 times x plus 3. Actually, let's make it a little interesting. Let's put minus 3. 5 times x minus 3. Okay, that is a minus. It should be in the middle. X minus 3. There we go. Okay, so we're going to look at this expression, 5 times x minus 3. And I'll give you 3 choices. A will be 3x minus 12. B will be, let's say, 2x plus 3. Okay, and C will make B 5x minus 15. Okay, so there you go. There's your sample question. And at this point, I would encourage you to pause the video and just try it out. And then we'll go over it and we'll see if you got the right answer. Okay, so at this point, hopefully you paused the video and you have tried it yourself. And I hope you got the right answer. But if you didn't, here's a little review so that you can see what went right or maybe what went wrong. Okay, so the first thing I can see is my keywords here. Expression and equivalent. Both of those are keywords that tell me that the STOR strategy is safe to use. So that's important information. And I'll make a special video just about keywords. But let's get on with our problem here. Okay, so the first thing I can see is that I have a letter X here. So what I like to do is on the side, I write the letter X. And then I make my little arrow. And I'm going to write on paper what I would actually put inside the calculator. Since I only have one letter to store, I'm going to automatically use the number 5 because we've talked about that being our first number that we should use. And it should always be a 5. There's a reason that we chose that. And if students are interested, I can even make a video about why we chose the number 5. Okay, so I'm going to put in this into the calculator and see what magic number I get for this. Don't pay attention to your answer choices just yet because first we need our magic number. Okay, so I'm going to put in 5 store x and 5 times x minus 3. So I go to my ti-nspire. You can see I've got some junk here from an earlier attempt at making this video. And I'm going to go ahead over here and click Control N and put no. Again, if you're starting a new problem, you don't want to have junk in there. So push Control N, and that will start you a new problem. If it asks you a question at the beginning, you just press no. And now we're safe. We can start nice and clean. And we're going to push 1 for Add Calculator. Okay, so now I'm inside the calculator, and I'm going to store up. Remember what I wrote down on the paper, 5, Control, Store, X. And there you can see the number 5. Okay, this is not an answer. This is not my magic number. Please don't get confused. This is just the calculator telling you, yes, I understand. When I see the letter X, I will use the number 5. That is all it's telling you. So please keep that in mind, that this is not the magic number. Some people get a little confused by that, but I'm sure you won't. All right. And now I'm going to look at my expression. This is where the magic number comes from. 5 times x minus 3. Okay, so I'm going to type that in. 5 times x minus 3 in parentheses. Copy everything perfectly. Again, from our last video, notice this time the x is nice and bold, which is exactly what we want. And I'm going to push enter, and my magic number comes out. It's a 10. Okay, so I go back over here, and I always write everything down, guys. It helps. It helps keep things organized, because the calculator screen can get very crowded. And now I know that 10 is my magic number, and I have it in a special box, and I won't forget. Okay, so let's try some of these. 3x minus 12. Okay, let's see if that gives me my magic number. 3x minus 12. Enter, and it gave me a 3. Well, since it gave me a 3, this was a 3, and I know now this cannot be correct. That's eliminated. Because 3 is not equal to 10. So we cannot choose A. All right, how about choice B? I'm going to choose 2x plus 3 for my next test. So let's type in 2x plus 3. Again, the x is bold because it's filled up with the number 5, which is still good. And I see a 13. Again, it is not equal. It is not equal to the number 10. So I know that it cannot be choice B. Let's try 5x minus 15. Okay, let's try that. 5x minus 15. Enter. Aha. And now I can see, okay, the correct choice must be choice C. Because if I look on my calculator screen, I can see right here the number 10 popped out. And when I look over here, I can see that 10 is a match to the magic number. So choice C. Choice C. Let me highlight it. Let's choose a different color this time. Highlight it with a little green. Choice C is the correct choice because it matched up. The magic number from my first expression matched up with the magic number from choice C. And that is how you use the store strategy. This is the most basic one. There are some little tips and tricks that you're going to need to know, and those will be for a future video. So let's move on, and I'll start teaching you some more advanced stuff. In the next video, I will teach you how to use two variables.